Hello, my friends. I hope you're all having a beautiful start to this new year. I am filming this the last Sunday of 2024, and I wanted to come on here to share that this past month, even though is a time for celebration and self-reflection and bringing in the new energy of the holidays and the new year, it has been the worst month for me. You all know Tequeño. I adopted him 5 years ago, literally today, from Miami-Dade shelter. My old man. He has been with me through vet school. He has been with me through the start to my career, and I am experiencing him getting older, and this last month has been horrible. It's been one of the toughest months for me because he is very sick, and I don't want to speak it into existence anymore, but he has been going through it. I had actually even scheduled an at-home euthanasia. God bless, my family came to help me because he was not doing good at all. It's been a lot. So he started to not eat. He stopped eating, which is very rare for him since he is the most food motivated dog that I know. But he stopped eating. He started to pee and poop in the house. He started to tear things up in the house when I was gone for work, and I got a camera, and I noticed that he was howling and barking the entire time that I was gone for work. So we thought it was behavioral at first, and we put him on fluoxetine, which is an SSRI that we use in veterinary medicine for dogs with obsessive behaviors. The fluoxetine was not it, clearly caused them to have a lot more issues, and we ended up, I did blood work. Blood work was unremarkable, meaning that there was really nothing of concern. We ended up doing an abdominal ultrasound because it was just nonstop. He started to have these episodes where he would wake up in the middle of the night and he would howl and pace and pee and just wander and be very confused. We did an abdominal ultrasound and it was unremarkable. There were some changes to some of his organs, but no masses found anywhere. I told the ultrasonographer to put the probe on his throat because he's always had this mildly elevated thyroid, his T4, on his senior blood work, and we really never thought much of it. I would even call the labs, and they would always tell me that it was probably spurious, which basically means just a lab error or not of concern. We put the probe on his cervical region, and he had a thyroid mass on the right side of his thyroid gland. We poked it. It was consistent with a thyroid carcinoma, which are actually about 2 to 5% of cancers that dogs get. So it's a very rare type of cancer. And we initially thought that, and when I say we, this is I plus all of the doctors at my job who I work with, plus my vet friend doctors who have been here to support me and help me through this whole experience because it has been very hard. And I have cried and just ached for a whole month now, and I'm exhausted. But I have taken this time to really just be grateful for the time that I have with him. I am taking it day by day with him. So right now what's been affecting me most are his episodes at night where he will wake up and start howling, and unfortunately it's hard for me because I work pretty I have, as a doctor, it's my shifts are pretty demanding. It's not something that I can be sleep deprived for, so that has been very difficult. The nights are the hardest for us, but I think tonight, just being aware that it will be a hard night, don't have any expectations. You have a senior dog in the household. Yay. And he peed on the couch, so I'm cleaning that. Washing his diapers. And yeah, we are just taking it step by step. It's been a lot, but staying strong for him. But little by little, it seems to be getting better. Last night, he woke up at 4 in the morning and started to howl. And I think what I am understanding is that I probably just have to go to sleep early because his episodes are starting to just trend towards 3:30 a.m. to 4 a.m. And if I go back to sleep and I wake up at 6 a.m., I wake up so groggy that it's not worth it. So I think tonight, for example, if he does wake up again at that time, I'll just call it a morning. Like, I'll just go and take him out on a walk and give him breakfast and start getting ready for my day, because I have noticed that I will not wake up at 6. I will be so groggy, and I would much rather just spend the morning with him. You know, I am working around his schedule now, which is what I'm gonna get to in this video, just being a caregiver in these times. And if you are going through a similar experience to this, if you have gone through a similar experience to this, or if you have noticed that your pet is getting older, just know that I am here for you. And this is one of the things that I don't wish upon anyone, because it is so hard. You just start to question so much, and you just really start to wonder about quality of life and quality of death, and when is it really time to say goodbye. Multiple doctors have told me that it's time to say goodbye to him, but I feel like it's not. And I want to do it all before it's time, you know, because I feel like he deserves it. Like, he has given me so much, and I just feel like I need to full send it with him, you know? Like, we started cooking for him. I have been reading up so much about pet nutrition and cooking for your pets, because he has not wanted to accept anything, any kibble, any wet food, he was not eating rice, he was not eating chicken, ground turkey. I was offering him everything and he was not eating it, and he's gotten so skinny. He's so skinny, like, I have to put sweaters on him all the time when I walk him, because it looks concerning. Like, he doesn't look healthy, and he's very slow now. And, you know, little by little, I'm just getting used to this new Teque. The hardest part has been his episodes of not recognizing where he is or who I am. And I do think this all started when I pulled out the boxes in my old apartment. I think the move kind of got to him, and he's just an old man. So when we officially moved to this apartment is when everything started to go south. And I just think that the move was a lot for him. Being an older dog, cognitive dysfunction is basically like doggy Alzheimer's, where dogs will start to have episodes at night where they roam around, they're confused, they start to have different behaviors towards their humans, they start having issues with eating, they start to have issues soiling the house, so they'll pee and poop where they're not supposed to. And I think that has been the hardest thing, those episodes where it's not thinking, you know, I look into his eyes and he's just not there, and it just feels like he's alive but not living. But today was a good day, you know, so I'm also using a calendar, a quality of life calendar, where every day I am taking note of how he's doing and also how I'm doing, because if I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of him. And I think the most frustrating thing is growing resentment towards them. But what keeps coming through to me is him saying, thank you for your patience with me, because I just feel like I know he's also tired. But today was a good day. So good days for me are when he wags his tail. That's been the hardest part as well. He stopped wagging his tail completely. Like, he does not wag his tail anymore. He'll have these episodes where, for example, when I'm back from work and he sees me, he'll like wag it for 2 seconds. It's like a very small wag. Or when he wakes up from a nap, he'll wag his tail and then he'll like go back to like another teque. And again, I've been learning how to work with his different personalities, right? The one thing that I know for sure is that he is not suffering, which gives me peace. I do think initially when we had to hospitalize him, we had to hospitalize him for a whole night. I had not slept in 3 days, like literally not slept in 3 days, maybe 1 hour nap here and there, but he was having these episodes of just complete hysteria, and I had to get, I had like, it was, my mom had to come here early, my brother came here, my aunt came here, we were all in the hospital with him, and this was after finding the tumor, but we did chest radiograph, so sorry I'm like all over the place. I hope that this can become like, it's just been a lot, and I just want to share this because again, it's so hard. I don't wish this upon anyone, and I want you to know that as a veterinarian, I see this a lot, and it's allowing me to put myself even deeper into the shoes of the pet parent and realize that cognitive dysfunction, issues that are not, you know, when the pet is not actively dying, but you see them withering away, I feel like those are the most painful diseases for us because they're just not the same dog, you know? And it just sucks. It just sucks so much, and I feel like if you're also going through this, or if you have been through this, like, I love you, I'm sending you a hug because it's horrible. It's so horrible, and I hope that you have a veterinarian who can work through you through these times because it's been horrible. Oh, my baby. Every day I go back and forth between what I should do, but right now in this moment, I feel like I got it. I feel like I got a good routine of washing his diapers. I bought the best reusable diapers. Oh my god, they're so good. They're so good. If you have a dog who is having any urinary issues or even defecating issues in the house, they have for just the BB area for male dogs, and then they also have for females where it covers all the way through the hind. So they're amazing. He actively pees all the time, but I am able to change it, wash it, and just have that whole routine. We'll see how he does tonight. But again, I'm talking to him and we are on an accord that once it is time for sure, he will let me know. But right now, I think he's very comfortable. He is really liking his food, which makes me so happy. I literally just sit there and watch him eat because he was not eating for weeks. Watching your dog not eat is the most painful thing ever, especially a dog that is so food motivated. But yeah, so that's where we're at now. I'm making this video to share my experience with having your pet get older, and going back to the thyroid carcinoma because I didn't even elaborate. So with thyroid carcinoma, we initially thought that potentially his symptoms could be related to the cancer, but I spoke to the oncologist of UF where I graduated, God bless him. I also spoke to several oncology residents, and they told me that usually thyroid carcinomas are non-functional, which means that they are not actively secreting more thyroid hormone, and the telltale signs that the thyroid carcinoma could be affecting them are a change in bark and difficulty swallowing. So he doesn't have either. With that being said, his T4 would be over the roof if the thyroid hormone was functional. And with that being said, with cancer, just so y'all know, when someone is diagnosed with cancer, so when a pet is diagnosed with cancer, let's say that I aspirate a mass and it's like a soft tissue sarcoma or a mast cell. know that what will kill the patient is the metastasis, right? So thyroid carcinomas like to go into the lungs. We did thoracic radiographs and there was no sign of metastasis. He is otherwise very healthy. So I know right now that hopefully the thyroid mass is not really causing any symptoms. With that being said, I'm like feeling his lymph nodes all the time now, and they're like a little enlarged, but also I don't know if I'm in my head, and I can always go poke them and do more blood work, but I just feel like he's been through so much. I just want to get him eating and feeling better, so, and like gain more weight, because it's been a lot. Like the hospitalization, going to the doctor, having him drugged, it's been so much on him, and I feel like he just needs to rest. I took him to walk around where we used to live, and we got him his favorite treat, which is a pig ear. He loves the pig ears, and he ate that. And I took him to my aunt's house, which he loves my aunt's house, and he had a moment of lucid sea. It was like 5 minutes of pure joy where he recognized that he was in my aunt's house, and he like wagged his tail. And he was just like so happy, and it was beautiful. It was on Christmas Day, and it was just, that was what I was manifesting. I told myself that I need to see him wag his tail one more time before it's time, and he did it. So yeah, I'm giving him time. I also need to give myself time because it's a lot. Like, it's so much. Being a caregiver is a lot, you know, and you dedicate a lot of your time and you sacrifice a lot of your time, but I think it's worth it. I feel like he's giving me so much, and I just want to make sure that I do everything I can before I call it, you know? He's so cute in his little diaper. He's so cute. Thank you for letting me share this. I made this video because I want to talk to those who might be going through something difficult during a time of celebration. It's been hard because I usually am a very happy, uplifting, high vibrational person, but every time someone asks me like, how are you? I want to cry, and I want to tell them that I'm not doing good because I am taking care of a senior citizen in my house who has doggy dementia, and he doesn't recognize me. But I don't want to focus on that, you know? I want to take it day by day and just be present and go back to gratitude and remembering the great times we had. So watching videos is very helpful, like remembering the teque, right? And praying, manifesting into that energy flow for it to come into this house and fill him with energy and just comfort and just feeling good, you know, because he deserves to feel so good. And again, knowing that when it is time, he will tell me that it is time, and we'll be able to part ways in a very sacred and beautiful way. But yeah, I love you all so much. I'm sending you all a hug. We're in here. This is part of being human. This is part of having a pet. And if you have anything to share, if you're also going through this, I would love to just connect, because having a community is so important. And you can always reach out. Just know that at the end, it's you taking care of them. It's you dedicating your time, your energy to them. And I hope you have a veterinarian that you love and you connect with, because this is another reason I make these videos. I just want you all to know that even though I'm a doctor, I'm also human, and I feel like I love connecting with the pet parents I work with because I see them, you know, I just want to be there for them. And part of that is having empathy towards the fact that things can be different at home, you know, like you never know what the human is dealing with at home, and understanding that there are so many factors that are affecting someone's decision to take care of their pet, you know, and what they can offer to them, but it all comes from love. So yeah, I love you guys so much. I'm excited to make more videos. I will keep you guys updated. Again, day by day. It's a day by day thing. Just stay present and love on them so much. I give him so many kisses. He's so perfect. I love him. And I love you all too. Have a beautiful New Year's. I hope you all bring the New Year's with so much love. And I'm so grateful that I am having 5 years together with Mr. And I hope that I can have many more days, weeks. I'm honestly grateful for as much as I can get. But again, taking it day by day. I'm here with you, and I love you all.